Yeah, killing sheep. It's always the thing, right? When you try to get it into the other direction, you oftentimes make the other direction so strong that the first way of playing it basically gets obsolete. And I think killing sheeps now, if you have any intentions to go towards 802, will never be something you really want to do. But we will see. We have an unbalanced map here. We end up with 2 docks though, which could be not enough for a free fall. With the little bug here that the game pause shows up. Just gotta pause for a second so it goes away. And we get cheaper chiefs. There's a ruin? No. No, we don't get a ruin. The Sag would be nice to show that the treasures now only give you half of the gold if everything is how it were in the beta. Yeah, we end up with nothing here, but we have a few Foxen around us. The new unit. 2 Foxen and 1 Fox. Should be easier to kill than the wolves. Generally a little bit more easy. Therefore, we only get 1 free tile. Usually you would end up with 2 free tiles. Like 2 of these tiles would be free if we would have wolves around us. If we have Foxen on them. There's a few more. Since it is a random map, I think we still have the chance to get 2 building tiles. Or did they... I think they get rid of it, right? Well, good luck putting 3 buildings on that tile here. That's gonna be not as easy. Definitely gotta put down the farm first. Problem is I gotta build a house. This is like the only tile I can build a house on. Which is a downside, I'd say. I don't know if I like the Fox change that you only have like less tiles available. Because this significantly changes the early game here. And I would say makes it considerably weaker. Because I want to build a house and I want to build a woodcutter's lodge at the tile that is not my food tile. So I kind of gotta give up on the farm somewhat. I don't know. Seems like a huge disadvantage to somebody who has 2 free available tiles to them at the start, to be honest. Gonna be balanced on a balanced map, of course, but yeah. What's up, Sunbar? Problem right now is gonna be I still gotta put the forge down somewhere. Yeah, feels like a pretty big nerf, honestly. Like if you are ending up on a tile that, like on a spawn that has Foxen against somebody who has a wolf spawn, I think the wolf spawn player will have it easier. Maybe over the time people will adapt a little bit to it and yeah, clear the wolves, the Foxen more efficiently. But the thing is, we know how to tile dance and everything, right? We know how that stuff goes. It will probably work against Foxen. So, I think it'll be interesting. I think it's a disadvantage. I would prefer a wolf spawn with having 2 tiles free. We also have boars now. Similar to bears, but they change the stats back and forth to, yeah, make them feel different to bears. I couldn't really tell you if they are stronger or weaker right now. I would say they are stronger. They have a lot more attack. They have more health, but their resistance is a lot lower. So we gotta build a forge over here, I guess. Making it extremely awkward. There you go. They kill a builder. Just, not super bad for me right now. I think we're gonna push towards the second chief already. Trying to make something out of our relatively slow start. Green is already scouting here too. We can be on this tile here pretty quickly, honestly. And we should, because if somebody would take that tile away from us, we have a big problem, right? We could only spread to 4 tiles and we have nothing else anymore. It is an unbalanced map though, so it's nothing you would probably see on a balanced one. We go right here. Okay. Yeah. Behave really similar. Long attack animation are a lot quicker, but the long attack animation makes them just as vulnerable to getting danced as wolves do. See if we can tile dance him. He's going straight for me with that scout, which is an interesting way to go for it. Fine for me. Not particularly worried about it. I think they actually get their attack in a little bit earlier than wolves, right? I think they get the attack in a little bit earlier. Yep. Still taking a lot less damage if I do it like that. At some point I'm gonna get a rope, put it on the roof and on the ceiling of my room and put the microphone to it so it actually stays up. Would be poggers. Wow, taking another hit there. Taking another hit there. So I'm not gonna be able to clear out the wolves over here. The foxen, sorry. Which is annoying, to say the least. Which is annoying. That's how the cookie crumbles. Now gonna go for my main tile. Alright. He's probably not gonna be able to scout it, but he can definitely check it out if he's interested. Seems to be extremely interested though, which is weird, honestly. Don't know why he is so intent on scouting my main tile in a free-for-all. Usually you're way more interested in just getting your eco settled. Stuff like that. I'm really cramped here, man. Like, my tiles are just as big as any other ones, but they aren't. Like, I can put 3 buildings on it, but they're also, oh, so smally. Yeah, this is a big tile. This is where you can spread out. Gotta get healers here instantly. Bit of a downside, but yeah, don't want to take too much damage here by the wolfen, by the foxen. This is gonna be interesting. And I will go for the long-term legions would be a lot better. I don't know if my chiefs are that important for me anymore. And now you see how much it actually hurts to get healers in the early game. We weren't able to get a farm here. We are losing out on so much tempo by going for the healers that, yeah, it's just extremely hurtful. In a team game, this was probably be the point where it spreads, right? Where you see like, the other player is going a lot better and you're just losing ground very quickly. But in a team game, something like that shouldn't happen because you still have a clear clan, right? Some installs with more tiles around main. Even better, I think. Could be. They do 7.5 damage. Shouldn't be, honestly. They have 50 HP. They only have 3 resistance, but I don't think the damage multiplies. I don't think. Well, man, I'm gonna have a tough winter. I'm not gonna be able to go for the next tile here. This is gonna be a tough winter. Let's see how we are gonna get through here. I want my chief. Do less damage than that, do they? I don't have a wolf to comparison. There we go. Wolf have 10 attack, okay. Yeah, not sure. We'll see. We'll see. I didn't watch out too much for the fox attack right there. Seems interesting. Nothing else set here that makes them stronger than they're supposed to be. Cannot build another house because I don't have enough. Okay. Well, okay. We'll see what we do here. This Talia needs to be scouted still. I'll probably just take the low roll and do that. Losing the tempo of like another food source here in the start of the game I really feel that. I really feel that. Oh yeah, let's build the house now. And we need to quickly spread out over to this tile here. Don't know, we might even skip this one here and go with the farm first. Stuff. I don't like one tile starts that much. Might very much be the reason might very much be to just, yeah, I just played the game for a long time how it were before, so now going over to another play style. Like on a balanced map, you will have an opponent that has the same spawn on you, right? So everything should be balanced, even if you have 10 bears around your tile. But the start is gonna be slower. I can guarantee you that. Start is gonna be slower. Should wait. Up there, we actually need more gold. That's not what I wanted. We can't go for stone yet or anything. It's gonna be a long of time until I actually can go for another tile here. This is gonna be an interesting start, I'll tell ya. We're gonna go for the woodcutter upgrade first, or are we go for the sailor upgrade first? I don't know. We're gonna need to stop both of them really soon. We're gonna need to skip, like have both of them stop whatever they are doing really soon. Am I gonna take the chance here to maybe get sick? There's a boar in there. I don't think boars attack, do they? I would think they behave like bears. We have 5 oxen on the stall now. I'm really unsure if 2 chiefs can actually deal with that. I have a bad feeling about this, I'd say. I don't know if I should push for food now. Like without a farm or any food source. Just get that tile up there. Because I'm just a little bit scared of somebody taking it away from me. Feels like a big loss then. Let's see if we are able to clear that out. You certainly don't like to focus them. Which is already nice. We'll have 2 Foxen left, and we get an attack. Who are you focusing? It's the other one, that's good. Start healing again, please. I need to win some time here. Green is still running around with a scout. He is very, very interested in how the map looks. Extremely interested. Well, maybe the fox attack is generally a little broken right now. It's definitely a lot harder to kill fox than wolves. Yeah. Insane. It's insane. They do a bunch of damage. Who knows? Who knows? What's up, Berserate? Yeah, this game is in the gutter already. This game was in the gutter from the very start, but we're going lower and lower here. Cancel that. Let's go for that tile. Kill the last wolf here. So we at the very least catch the tile here. Killing the sheep now. Having at least 1 sheep in the zone reduces the need of firewood by 15% during the winter for this zone. So absolutely overpowered. Should they be weaker? They should generally be. I don't know if they are actually stronger. But they definitely get their damage in a lot more efficient because they are that much faster. Okay, just go up there. Orange wolf, it's Foxen. It's like the new update with Foxen in there. Making your spawn a lot more of a struggle than before. End up actually having them. Yeah, you can always look jealously over to the person that is actually playing a wolf spawn. Because it should generally be a little bit quicker. Like I said, maybe the people will adapt to it. We'll see. Much weaker in the conquest mission before. I don't know. They might have changed something. They might have changed something. I don't know. high. I guess we're just gonna get the upgrades here. Start upgrading woodcutters and farmers. I want this tile here soon-ish. We finally have a food up. Killing the sheep, like I said, madness right now. Killing sheep should never be a good option right now. Should at least have 2 or 3 fire tiles to reduce the firewood consumption, because the effect is just so much stronger than it were before. It is 5 times stronger, right? We did a small buff to the chief bonus during the winter. It's by 50%, no, 5 times, 500%. We just buffed them by 400%, right? We just buffed them by a little bit of 400%. They are slightly stronger now. You might not even notice. It's a nice idea. Kills sheep were a lot, like, if you really thought about it, were more or less a must kill in the early game. If you didn't plan to play like an ultra long game like you're in a free-for-all, then it might have gotten an option to make it a little longer. But don't think it's an actual one now anymore. Seems to be quite mad if you decide to not go for it. Like, eat the sheep early. One chief can take on 2 foxes that effectively. You gotta bring 2 chiefs off course. What's up, Pee Wee Silky? The chiefs were around when wolves were around, though, and wolves have a lot more attack. So why do wolves not destroy chiefs? 1 chief were always able to kill 2 wolves, and foxen are in theory weaker than wolves. This is why you only end up with 1 tile. Because foxen are weaker, you get only 1 tile that is free. Wolves are stronger, so you get 2 free tiles. Now you only get 1 tile, but foxen are stronger. Does that seem like a fair trade? I don't know. I would say no, but I'm just a dude in the front of a personal computer playing a video game. So what do I know? Well, I can't really say that wolves, that foxen are stronger. I don't know. I didn't fought a wolf after the update yet, so we might need to find another wolf here. The wolf were probably now 1 hit or chief, basically. We get the second food. Usually it's not that needed. What is a lot more needed is... I didn't even finish the upgrade. What the heck? Let's quickly do it. I think foxes have more attack speed, therefore making it look like they are stronger. Okay. Alright. I don't know. I'm actually gonna say I don't think so. Like they maybe have a slightly faster attack speed, but we were actually talking about like 1 hit damage, right? Like Maxus said that 1 attack of the fox took the villager down by 25%, so that were only 1 hit, but I didn't even see that hit, so I don't know. I just know that 2 chiefs clearing out 5 wolves is close, but you're not needing to go out with 1% HP on both chiefs, have 2 wolves still alive, and then go back and like losing the chief obviously were just a mistake of me. That's nothing you can say like the something that the update has something to do with anything, but it seems the same. It seems pretty strong. We're going for Carl. I think foxes might have more DPS, but why does somebody with a fox pawn only get 1 free tile then if they have more DPS? So you get harder neutrals, and as a trade-off for that though, you get a harder spawn. That seems like a weird trade-off. That seems like a weird trade-off. He's now scouting my main. Is he gonna rush me? What's his plan here? What is the plan of this madman? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll be going for a stone now. Could upgrade the farm, I guess? No silo in that tile. We have upgraded farmers because I forgot a little bit that this tile is already fully crammed of buildings. Might develop it at some point, but honestly at this point I'm a little bit worried about the bear doing something aggressive here. Because not because I think that is something good or that he is like, he's scouting a lot of stuff. I don't think he's particularly focused on me. But I have played a lot of free-for-alls offline, and I know that I kind of have a crosshair on my head, usually. Like, I had so many games. Like, one weekend, I literally just stopped playing Northgard because I played like 3 or 4 free-for-alls. I just wanted to play a nice, chill free-for-all, you know? And I had three free-for-alls in a row where I got rushed in 801. Where I just said, okay, come on. Just I'm gonna play something else. I guess this is not it. Which is fair, right? It's fair. It's that YouTube guy. Throw everything at him. Yeah. Weren't recording though, so jokes on them. Nobody got to see how I got destroyed. So, I'm gonna break down the scout camp now. Do the same thing to the bear, because I really want to see what he's doing. I guess we can go quality of life for some happiness. Go Yod's blessing. And we have a lot of stone. Would upgrade this one here. So we don't need to be that aggro on wood anymore. Yeah, put more villagers into the upgraded dock, obviously. Oh. That's unfortunate. Let's repair the things. Thankfully the farm didn't start burning, lucky me. This would have been not a disaster, but as much of a disaster as a earthquake could have been to me. So I'm thankful for that. We didn't went for the jar here. Oh my. Yeah, the start got me a little bit tripped up, and forgot about that. We need to go for the relic here because it is still the strongest relic in the game by miles and miles. I just tried it with dragon. One will can bring a fox down to 50 HP. That is definitely stronger than a wolf. Yeah, that is insane. That is insane. And I don't really know. I don't really know what the thought behind that is then. That you say, okay, you get foxes and we make your spawn stronger. Or is it actually that with wolves you now only get one tile? I don't think it is, right? I think with wolves you just got your normal spawn. But honestly, in the beta, I played 1 or 2 games, and I played 1 game here right now in live, and I always had fox spawns, I think. The bear's not really doing anything. I don't think we need to retaliate here for his scouting. Problem is, do we still get the jar? Do we still get the jar? This is probably still the best relic, right? So I think we're just going for the jar, even though it's way too late. We don't really need to go to 18. We forge a lot quicker now. That is an upside. But we lost a lot of the bonus, of course, by not having it. But I think if we get it right now, we at least get something. And we might just take the bear out of the game so we can take his territory, honestly. I guess 1 extra stone that I could grab myself. Problem is we're going for the relic now, so that will take a little bit of a while. No, come on. We're not going for a feast here. Oh, we actually need more iron. You know what? Through the relic, I got different plans. It's gonna be annoying right now though. Let's go for a camp. Shigo gave them more attack than the 7.5 it shows. It could be. Or there's like some bug going on that they ignore armor or something like that. You know what I mean? Kind of feels like something like that. Or they just straight up have a different attack value than it shows, basically. But it is, they hit like a truck. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, we're gonna upgrade the cam, we're gonna push up the microphone. Can I do something like that? Like, I don't care if it's a little bit more to the left, honestly. But, like to your right. But I don't like pushing it up like every 2 minutes because it doesn't want anymore. So, I think we're gonna get some pressure going here, eh? Get a little bit of pressure going. Upgrade. Need a bit more. It's only gonna be 4 army here. Maybe it will be enough. Can slowly but steadily pressure him, let's say. Not to be mean here. I think the early scouting just kind of tells me that it might be a player that is a little weaker. Problem is, this year might be yet another player and not neutrals. Might be a little sketch. No, it is neutrals. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Then we just go back here. Don't think anybody really knows who is right next to me. Let's see if we can do something with this actually a little bit pathetic army. At least we get some pressure going and maybe open up our space here. I feel like in the long run, we're just gonna run out of space. Perfect focus here for my boys. Like that. The bear's out. Didn't even need these 2 warriors anymore. Means we can now fully focus on food again. Ah, we can't take the jar, can we? Yikes. So, let's just go for the stone then, I guess. Oh, we could think about the relic. Guess it would be better to just send the bodyguard here. And send the chief, but I weren't sure if the bodyguard could actually, like, take them out. And then we're gonna spread onto his territory. Maybe we take the town hall. We get more stone over here. Nice, nice, nice. Also gives us a good amount of fame there. By the way, fame win active? Nope. We have no fame win here. Could basically break down one of these. Maybe even both of these. Because I would enjoy to have my food a little bit closer. Honestly. And rebuild these. Prefer. Get some extra iron. At that point I should really pan over and focus on the relic if I still want to get it. Already way too late, but I guess we took out the player, we gave ourselves a little bit of space. Maybe we are able to still make it work somewhat. Problem is we just need time, and we already got rid of pressure from one side, you know. Might be able to even get a little bit more. The cool thing is we have like this entrance, right? This tile, he's like also completely cut off on everything else. So this is also a little cubby area that we can just take over. Do what we please with. Works with the 500 fame production bonus. That could be. That could be. Like to snack it, honestly. We got the double jar game then. Who wouldn't love that? I guess we can build a silo here. Extremely potent eco at home. We should definitely focus on more wood. Oh yeah, especially if we want to get the relic. 50 wood for that. Okay, people are going. Yeah, no one can beat that, man. 3 relics? What are you talking about, man? It's unbeatable. This is unbeatable. And 2 of them are the same. 2 of them are the exact same. So, should still get a few camps here. I would also like a brewery. That would probably go down on my main tile here. Especially as soon as the relic is down. The problem is, where do I place the relic then? That's a whole different problem. Could befriend the scouts. I guess that's the quickest way. Have like 1 villager, forget about the villager, put him on the giants. In 2 minutes we have them. Not quite 2 minutes, right? But it's gonna be incredibly fast. Oh. Yeah, and then I would need to upgrade my main tile too, because I would really like to have the brewery there. Where else do I really put the brewery, right? Should I put the brewery here? Oh my god, I'll event that then? Never. Never ever. So we're just gonna do like that. We got another shore though. We got access to another shore. Just fairly helpful. And it is already with 50% quicker forging here. So we are already saving time. We never feasted once. Could still do that. Right now I think it's gonna go for another tile. It might as well be this one. It might as well be this one. Not really too late. Would really like also to have the sheep. Let's put it over there, I guess. Pretty crowded tile. You can build a house then. We are gonna develop this. Didn't they change that you don't need to put the maximum amount of buildings on the tile anymore to develop it? I thought there were a change actually. I thought I read something about that. Gonna go strat. Good to get ancestral influence there. Something bad one. Only for orcs when you get city builder. Alright, okay. I guess otherwise it's not there so you don't misclick it, right? So I think it's actually something that is supposed to help you. Guess we're just gonna build the brewery here already. How's it fame-wise? I can't even check the fame. We can't really see how we are compared to the other players. But we're surely gonna get the double relic here, which is gonna be quite fun. Time soon. Let's upgrade that tile. Our gold income is not that crazy. We definitely need a third dock. Okay. Gonna get that down then. Brewery is done though. Only victory FFA is impossible to finish. Nobody will can die because of malice. Maybe. We'll see. We will see. The malice so much bigger now? No, right? From a few updates? I don't think they changed it recently, right? Yellow is also scouting me now. It's an interesting change of events. Push this. Eco should be a lot stronger now. I already sent 2 villagers over here. Exactly the 2 wrong villagers because these ones I already sent over. We upgrade this bad boy as soon as possible. I think that's even more needed than the brewery actually, right? Still, okay, so it's basically the same as before than the last update. I've played games like this before, like Free for All. I would still think that it is endable because the Free for All armies in the late game just get dummy. Like even if the Malus is really big, it makes a big difference. It doesn't make that much of a big difference anymore when you attack with 40 army against somebody who has 15. Like this is oftentimes happening in the end game. For example, me now playing against, fighting against somebody who hasn't fought the whole game, can quickly spiral out of control. So let's see who it is. Whoever yellow is, we're gonna scout him now because he seems to want a piece of me. Will my chief actually die there? No. That's nice. I like not losing my chief. I really like that. Got a feast out. It's 803. It could be yellow. I'm not sure. It is yellow. Well, he scouted my main, so he shouldn't be too pissed off about me scouting his. You're gonna have a lot to do. You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know what I have planned for you. Chill down a little now. You only need like 10, I think. The legendary heroes. Could go double relic, right? I think that would actually be very efficient. You can later on just go for lore, I guess. Wait a second. So need that. I'm gonna run out of space soon again. Let's take another tile. Might just want to use this for food still later on and just put camps over here. And man, we have so much wood that we don't really need at all. Upgrade this. Scout's doing nothing too valuable. Nothing too valuable. It's got a tower on that tile, which is an interesting choice. I kind of think we could jump the links not too long in the future. Like, your direct neighbors are always a bit of a threat, because they could always decide to turn around and attack you, especially if you fight like with a player further away. Could always come back to bite you, so this is why you oftentimes focus on the people that are closest to you. Doesn't seem too bad from the eco, but should certainly be able to crush it. Easier said than done because it's links, right? Links can make a lot of stuff happen, which is hard to explain. Not that much stuff that I really want on that side there. So we might just wait it out. Maybe he attacks me at some point, and then we are certainly a lot stronger than we are right now. Not that we would be weak. Don't think so. I think we're doing pretty well here. We're gonna go for the next relic here, probably. Could just get more happiness by getting another brewer. The amount of pop is probably a big difference maker here. Ah, yeah, it's got the spike relic. Interesting choice. I think pop-wise, we're just gonna go quite insane here. Should we just try and jump our next neighbor? I think it's a little bit more fun than just sitting around here, right? Try hard free fall is always... Don't move until you get attacked. The one thing I really want to do then is getting all my upgrades under my line. Probably gonna mix the army up a little bit. Or if I go against links, probably go full shields maybe. Because why not? Don't know if that is actually like the counter, but we might as well try, I guess. Oh no, should go for the iron first. Only 2 left up there. Guess we're gonna get ready for the blizzard. Not. Running down here. Feeling safe would give me a little bit of happiness. Probably not the most important. Education is 1 silo that I have up. Probably recruitment in case we lose army, and then open up the way to ancestral influence. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. I think the Lynx doesn't get fur coats, I'm very sure. So attacking in winter should actually be beneficial for me, because even in your own territory you get a bit of a debuff. That sounds like a good idea to me. Should just take the safety of the blizzard. Why the gang up there? Look at the gang! Look at the gang! We get the giant for it? No, it will take a while still. He is also starting on it though. Don't know really how. Do you have scout on it, or does he start? I think he starts trading with him. Well, not too bad. I didn't stop the dog. Definitely need to stop the dog there. Nobody on here. Healers can definitely help out. Don't need that many over there. Let's see. Could not work out, honestly. Could end very bad. Is both of the upgrades done? Yes. Go right in there. Yeah, we could absolutely get destroyed by fire arrow here. Let's see. This is Relic doing quick damage against me, then afterwards it's being quite pointless. There were points where it were extremely strong, but nowadays got a lot weaker. How long is it up? 10 seconds. And it's gone. We go right back. Bought him a little bit of time, don't get me wrong. But even after he loses the tile, like, the spikes are gone. Let's see if he's ready. He should have a bunch of gold, honestly. I don't think he fought a fight before, so I'm really thinking that I could die here. Needs to get his army very soon, because I'm taking away 2 of his camps. Yeah, he's also on his way to do that. Makes sense. I'm gonna push into that one now. Probably gonna kill quite a few wilds because the hunters are very close to me. Yep. Righty. Oh, just I'm not doing any damage right now. Doesn't really matter if I go close or not, I think. Lost a lot here. Lost a bunch. Thing is, we can just resettle right into our docks. Stop pumping again. Too much. I'm just gonna kill Wild for now. Fine by me. This is fine by me. Literally lost all shields and stuff. Nothing else. So this could be the push. 2 warriors up there. Don't really want to lose the bodyguard here. Let's kill more wilds, basically. The most important thing about what I'm doing here is to kill the will. Happened. I had like 2 warriors on here. Wow. Okay. I'll go there. You stay here. I think we got the links. Also go home now. There should put people into the farm, I guess. Seems like kinda key. Also still go over there. The last ones are right. Things is gone. Send our warriors back now. Put villagers onto the farm. Start pumping again. Need resources. What really to do with it? It's a good question, honestly. I think now we're gonna start scouting. Let's go ancestral influence and probably go for or whatever. There's more iron up there. This is 5 plus 2. It's not gonna be enough. Go for that one. Get the next blessing. Somebody's trying to get the giants. We're not gonna let that happen. These are my giants. You shall not get them. No matter what. The scouts really need their right positions there. Don't wanna do anything else. Nope, not full food yet. Is he also trading with them? See if he catches up. We're 2% in the lead. Oh, it switched over pretty much at the same moment. Let's see if it keeps staying like that. Then he has... No, he's quicker than me. No. Okay. So especially with the Mimius Brunn, we should be able to overtake him. Not let the giants go. That should be 0.2, 0.5 on top. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. 2 chiefs go up there. Not mining. Probably 8 plus merchants trading. Could be. Like he also have 3 scouts on him. It's 3 scouts. I don't think he's trading at all, already. Ready? Like actually? Oh yeah, now he has, yeah, the Link's Relic is, it were so strong once upon a time when you could really get your opponent into a position where you didn't want to be. Doesn't really happen anymore though. Now watch this. If you really, really, really want the giant, there's also another way. No! 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 This is madness! And we're just gonna scout the map with everyone. So if you really, really, really want to scout the map, then you can also do this. We actually, like, I have a little bit of extra stone. We're gonna upgrade another one. Yeah, I know. I upgraded like, it is a longer time ago, but I upgraded like 7 scout camps and just scouted the whole map just for the troll. I think that were when somebody didn't want to concede. Can't build a building on it, and I don't want it. And I do not want it. Oh, I can send them to another giant camp though. Nobody said you can't send them to another giant camp. Nobody said that would be off the charts. This is allowed. 68. He's actually speeding up, isn't he? How? Ah, okay. He's trading with them probably, yeah? Stupid. Where's the Stoat though? Then let's just kill him. Where's Orange? Where's Orange? Let's get him off the map. Build it. Build it. Build it. Yeah, we have no shot on that. Problem. We're probably gonna get the other ones. Yeah, he's just scouting like crazy. Use chief to build faster. I don't get it anyway, so I can't just break it down. There's no way. Yeah, there's still no way. There's a lot of stuff that could really help, that's true, but there's still no way. He overtook me with me already having 1.8, so he should have like 3 point something. So this ain't happening, you know. Like, you gotta cut your losses at some point. You gotta cut your losses. No problemo. I'm coming for you. You take that. I come for you. Don't really have a chance at killing him. And all of them over here. Need more houses, do I? Really run out of space again? Ow. Wow. Nice. Now the free for all comes in. That's neat, that's neat. We already took out 2 players. We are on a good aggro path here. Jump the relic. Murkoff for attack, okay. Defend against that. What's up, Lord Hello? Got a bit of an idea. Got a bit of an idea, but we're gonna wait until we're over there. See how that works out. We would actually try. We don't need an insane army. We need an army that is enough. Can I maybe, just maybe, forge that relic up there without getting attacked every 2 seconds, maybe? Maybe. Fuck that tile. Let's just lose it, I guess. I don't care about that. I don't want to get attacked every 2 seconds. Get the feast rolling. Should be a relatively quick relic. He has a trash army, to be honest. Why would he get so many sentries? That's a wild one. He's fully on sentries here. Devote to Mirror's room to see if relic boosts him. Why? See if this relic boosts him. Well, this thing is over because I didn't want to keep the tile. The last one isn't 2 minutes ago. Like, isn't... What? You still have scouts on it? No, you already pulled them back. I guess here. I think he stopped on the giants, right? 42, 43. Otherwise, we could just clear the giants pretty easily. Go. I eliminated 5 neutral factions? That seems like not true. Where's he going now? Just kill me? Alright. That army? Alright. You do you. Problem is, need a camp here. Most of my camps are just on different tiles. We can hold them back here a little though. Nope. It's okay. It's not that great at tile dancing. Winning time back here, big time. Like, can I undecolonize that tile? I think I can. Okay. Any vibes there? Okay, I'm just as befriended to them as you are, so I don't really know what this changes. Uh... So... Let's just be blunt about it. I guess that would actually be the best one. The peasant unit is too strong? I strongly disagree. Is it so strong? It's trash, man. Got 6 resistance, 50 HP, and 8 attack. It is utter trash. The good thing is that you have a lot of these, of course, right? But man, the unit itself is so bad. Hmm? He doesn't even have me scouted, lol. Lol. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Does it get a lot more HP or something? I think it does, right? I could go back and vibe a bit. Half the time. 3 more over there. Get this Hearthstone. What you mean? Uh-huh. That the defensive tree thing, what do you just get? Yeah, the defensive thing. That's such a weird use of it, honestly. What's the answer? I don't think Stoat speaks my language. I'm gonna hand it to you. I don't think Stoat speaks my language. Does it just stay there forever? It just literally stays there forever, right? Does it break? Ah, okay. Food income is kinda ass. My food come is a real ass. To say it like that. Shitty units, then that's good units. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, they spawn over here, of course. This is gonna be quite the path. Can get a guard now. Their military units levy gives them max health when collected. Okay. I still don't think they're that good, honestly. I still think he would be better with other units, with practically any other unit than the sentry, honestly. Like, why is this better than a champion that gets boosted by the military bonus? Why is this better than a archer? Because the archer is a lot more vulnerable, of course. So I see that. But in the end, what is the big upside? It is cheap. Somebody chilled 2 hours. Somebody chilled 2 hours. Certainly not me. At least we got some action here in the game. Can't win them all, especially not if you're doing aggressive, but honestly, we have 806, man. Somebody needs to make something happen. This game needs to end, or it will just go on forever. I can tie lock these. Why can't I tie lock these? Doesn't this work anymore? Did they finally fix it? Did they finally fix it? Nah. Can't be. Can't be. Alright. Alrighty. And find. Didn't stop the dog. Okay, he's trying to drain me through tiles. Alright. Alright then. If that's what you want to do, this is what you are going to do. You can't force me to care though. You cannot force me to care. No shot you can force me to care. You're gonna take your free win? Ah, bro. Look. Hmm? Hmm? What a waste. Hmm? So we're just gonna go next year. Sad that we have like an anticlimactic ending like that for this year, but we're not gonna check